Objective Fan. The Objective Fan.
What's up, Knicks Nation? Welcome to the show. And as always, we have a whole lot to talk about. So my question of the day off the rip is, did the Minnesota Timberwolves redeem themselves by picking up Jonathan Kuminga? We'll also talk about what Brad Stevens had to say and his thoughts about the Knicks for this upcoming season. We'll also talk about the latest update with Josh Hart, how he's planning on doing something that is pretty unique. And should the Knicks add this veteran weapon, who some said he looked good? And lastly, we got two Knicks that speak on the Philadelphia 76ers, saying things that we all can agree upon. Well, look, man, we're going to discuss this today on the Blue and Orange Brunch Show. What's up, Knicks Nation? I am your host, Karan Pierre, the Objective Fan, and I'm straight out of Kings County, New York City's finest. Man, you know the vibes. Tell a friend that we live, man. Hey. Welcome to the show on this rainy day in New York City. But no worries, we got an action-packed show. And before we begin, we do have to address the proper formality. We have to smash that like button. So as we enter the show, let's smash that like button so we can let the YouTube algorithm know that this is the place to be. And we're still cooking with hot grease. By the way, you might as well subscribe, because we know that in the last 28 days, well over 50% of you guys are not subscribed. So subscribe now and help us close the gap. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers. And each time we have new subscriber milestones, we have special giveaways. And of course, we have the OG Anunoby sneaker giveaway. All you have to do to win a pair of SKX is subscribe. Hit that bell icon so you won't miss any notifications. And of course, you have to make sure you tapped into every show going forward, because we will give away these OG Anunobys courtesy of my man J-Tap Mob from OKF Nation. What's going on, Knicks Nation? Let me see who we got in the building. Early, on time. We got Joseph in the building. Big time salute. My man Mellow Mike, OKF Nation. Big Zach, OKF Nation. Kev Beyond the Game, OKF Nation. What's up, Tone? Good to see you. Darlene Bryant in the building. All right. What else we got up in here, man? Continue smashing that like button. I see my man HRM the Great. All right. OKF Nation, Randu. OKF Nation, what's good? All right. And salute to the man J-Tap Mob in the building as well. OKF Nation. We in full effect? Oh, man. Zach said he can't wait to rock his full first pair of sketches. Hey, man. Salute the OG, man. OG doing it big. The sneakers actually look pretty good. I'm not a sketcher guy either, but the kicks are, you know, a lot of these kicks today from brands that we wouldn't rock back in the day, they look good, man. So salute to them. But a couple of announcements before we begin. The New York edition definitely is still available for pre-order. All you have to do is head to my link tree, Linktree/TheObjectiveFan. I'm going to put the link in the chat right now for a limited time. We do have free shipping, all right? All you have to do is hit this Linktree link. It's in the chat right now, and I'm going to pin it to make sure you guys can access it, all right? And so that's one thing we got going. Also, by the way, we do got a new mug available in the shop. Let me get to that a little bit later in the show, but we got the Objective Fan mug. All right. I'm going to tell you, we're going to look at it together. No worries. By the way, the same Linktree link that you get the 82 Nights is the same Linktree you get to the merch. See how I do it? One link for everything. Simple, easy, plain. I'm not sure if I'm going to be back tonight. Depends on the show. And apologies to the people who were in attendance last night. I don't know what happened. The show was crazy. The live wouldn't work, but it is what it is. I did a 2-hour test today. Test went good, so hopefully, the stream continues. But we'll see what happens. And, we always ride throughout the storm anyway. We take our punches. We take our lumps. We understand that with technology, nothing is perfect, right? So it is what it is with that. Definitely going to get into research mode, all right, because I got an interesting slate of topics that I want to address. Okay, so the first topic I want to address is a veteran big man who a lot of us do not have high praise for. This is a veteran big man who is looking to make his way back to the United States to play in the NBA. His name is Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is a guy who very polarizing amongst the NBA community because there are guys that are like, oh my goodness, Ben Simmons, he'll be a great addition. Wow, go get him now. But then you got a whole bunch of guys like, whoa, pump the brakes. What are we doing? You got to slow it down, right? So I'm trying to be the objective fan. How I felt yesterday shouldn't matter today in the wake of potential new information. But there's some reports that the brother looked good. You know what? I'm going to see, because I don't have the footage from this workout they're talking about, but let's look at some Ben Simmons footage. Why not? Let's see if we could, let me see. I'm going to put Ben Simmons workout. Let's see what pops, what pops up. Now, listen, once again, I am not going to say that just because the brother worked out well, that that means that he's going to translate his game to the league. But, this is Ben Simmons hitting jumpers. You feel me? You feel what I'm saying? He out there looking good. All right. Look at that nice little layup right there. Aggressive to the basket. All right. Now this is a short clip. This isn't from the workout, by the way, that I'm talking about. The workout I'm talking about is a workout that he did working out with some guys who were NBA teams and scouts and people like that in attendance. So we got the word from some of the people that were in the building about Ben Simmons. Now I don't really care about workouts. I'm gonna keep it real. Every pro has a good workout. I always tell this story. I remember I went to a game years ago at the Izod Center when the Nets played there. And you remember they had them cheap tickets? It was like $10, $15. Nonetheless, there was a big guy on Milwaukee, backup dude that never played. This guy, during his shoot around before the game, did not miss a shot. This was a guy I don't even know who, to this day, I don't even know who that player was. He did not miss a shot. I'm telling you right now, pros look good in workouts. They are pros. That's what pros do. Pros get busy. All right. But this is the report. I'm going to go back to research mode. On Ben Simmons, he's gotten a lot of rave reviews from his workout. All right. Rumor opens the door for the Knicks to add the 3-time All-Star who looked fantastic in the recent workout. New rumor claims that one time Knicks free agent Ben Simmons looked fantastic, and this was a workout for the Sacramento Kings. The organization is still celebrating the franchise first championship in 53 years. Salute to us. I love when I read that. Salute to us. While they haven't made big additions, they did sign valuable rotation players. We brought back Shamit, Clausen, Jose. That's cool. We don't give a damn about Mitchell Robinson, so I'm going to skip that part. Ben Simmons looked fantastic in a recent workout. How do you guys feel about Big Ben Simmons? He worked out for the Kings after sitting out the 25-26 season. All right. Now, according to a Sacramento sports radio host, Carmichael Dave, salute to him, he was contacted by a source who was at the workout, and they claimed that Ben Simmons looked fantastic. The host noted that maybe the source was suggesting the 30-year-old just looked handsome, and it had nothing to do with his performance. That's unlikely. I don't know. Are we buying the source? What do you guys think? This is what the guy in Sacramento, he said somebody who was there hit him up on the jack and was like, yo, man, the man looked fantastic. Well, was it an actual compliment to his looks, or was it a compliment to his game? Workouts don't really move me. Pros look good at workouts, especially if, you know, who is this person? How often did they go see talent? How long they've been in the business? Are they a rookie in the craft? These guys look phenomenal. I'm telling you, man. If you've never seen pros work out, just go watch them work out. They're going to look like gods. I'm talking about you get the guy who's ranked 350th in the NBA. You put him in the gym, he's going to look like the best player ever. That's usually how it works, especially if they could shoot. Because a lot of times we judge talent by shooting. Oh, if you make some shots, that makes you good. But shooting is a part of the game. And Ben Simmons is not a shooter. So look, when I see highlights of Ben Simmons making threes, I'm like, we've seen that before. We've been down that road before. What do... I'm trying to be objective, man. I'm trying to think about the positives that Ben Simmons could bring to the franchise. But I'm not as confident as some. All right. Some of you guys truly believe that Big Ben is it, but it's just a lot of question marks for me. I don't know who this person is. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think we should entertain Ben Simmons? Now, honestly, I'm going to say this too, just to be on the objective side. I don't see nothing wrong with a training camp invite. Like, it's not a guaranteed spot, but if you come to training camp and you blow us away, we'll bring you in. You know, I don't see nothing wrong with that. But what do you guys think? Let me know. If you just joined the show, continue smashing the like button. Ben Simmons looking to make his return. Big time salute to everybody in the building. Soul Train, what's up? Ooh, somebody said the Knicks need to look at Wiseman. I haven't heard his name in like 5 years. He's probably only been in the league 4 years. OKF Nation, Marie B, good to see you. Continue smashing that like button, y'all. All right, especially if you just joined the show. All right, we will get into Bob Myers and his comments, all right? He's not scared, not backing down. Do you believe him? Is he spooky in the goddamn woods? Ooh. J-Tap, Dante's not a free agent. Not till next year. We might talk about Dante this Sunday too on Members Only Sundays. I'm thinking about talking about Dante because I have a theory that he could come back to the Knicks. Even though it's highly unlikely, there is a possibility he can come back. Not this season, though. Not unless, but we'll discuss that on Sunday. I do have a theory on Dante DiVincenzo that'll make some of the Danteites a little happy, because some of you guys, oh my God, I miss Dante. But nobody wants Randall back. Nobody. Oh, breaking news. Breaking news, and we'll add this to the itinerary. Free agent center Nick Richards has agreed to a 1-year deal with the Miami Heat. Sources tell ESPN. After signing Klay Thompson, the Heat fill roster slot number 14 with a reserve big man. Nick Richards is no longer on the table. Now, honestly, this is not a surprise to Knicks Nation, because we seen highlights. I mean, we talked about it on NBA Saturdays. He was working out in Miami. So it's not a surprise to me. But Nick Richards no longer an option for the Knicks. Is this another guy we missed out on? Did Leon drop the ball? Did he drop the ball? Should we have considered Nick Richards? Is Nick Richards the best center on the center market? What do you guys think about that? But just like that, Nick Richards is gone. He was an option for some of you guys. Were like, oh, that's Nick Richards. But now we could take his name off the long list. Well, no, the shortening list of free agents that is gone. Nick Richards is no longer an option. On a Knicks team that could use another big guy, I'm not sure if it's Nick Richards, but we definitely could use some more size, especially guys who could have the potentiality to play in the rotation. I'm assuming that Nick Richards will be the backup center for Miami. Right now, I'm going to research mode. I think they were missing out on that position, and they probably still need to add more. But let me just go to our favorite site, Sports Track, really quickly, just to take a glimpse of what the Heat's roster looked like. Now, does this make the Miami Heat more formidable to the New York Knicks? All right. What do you guys think? So they got, why is it not sorting like properly? I guess it is. Is this that they got this kid listed as a guard? So they got right now, Bobby Portis, Giannis, and Bam are really the only big guys. Jovic is 6'10", but he ain't no big guy. He plays on the perimeter. He plays like a small forward. So they could honestly use another big guy. They got a lot of guards. More in particular, 2 guards. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 2 guards. So 6 of their 14 players are 2 guards. And they only got 4 big guys. That's not going to hold up for the year. So, not that I'm in Miami business like that, but it makes sense as to why they would sign a Nick Richards, and probably why Nick Richards will go there. They might be one of the only playoff teams where he would actually get an opportunity to play. Because if you think about it, if he goes to Philly, I mean, well, he got Ariel Hukporti. I don't know about Ariel. But most of the teams that are in contention, they have their rotation of centers. I thought that he might hang out and wait for Detroit to make their move, but it's looking like Duran is going to go back to the Pistons on a multi-year deal, by the way, not just a qualifying offer. I think they were saying 162, 4 years, right? Which is a major victory for Detroit, right? Because we all know how Detroit didn't want to pay that man his super duper max at 30%, the rookie extension, which was $272 million or 82 for 5 years. They didn't want to pay that. So to get him for 160 for 4, I think that makes a lot of sense for Detroit. But I'm surprised that Nick Richards didn't wait to see what happens with them, because that could have been an opportunity in case they had the pivot. But I guess Miami was just waiting, and probably the pecking order was, all right, Nick, we got you. You could work out here. We just want to sign Klay. Once we get Klay, we're going to lock you in. Deals get done like that all the time, B. But you can take Nick Richards off the table. It is official. He is no longer available. All right. He was just signed by the Miami Heat. I'm gonna keep it pushing. I'm gonna play some sound bites for y'all. All right. So I got two Knicks, one current, one former, and right now, the Philadelphia 76ers, they are getting a lot of praise from people without doing anything. I'm gonna say it like that. I'm just trying to watch my words. Basically, they ain't doing nothing. They ain't did nothing. But a lot of people are like, oh my God, LeBron James. Oh no. What are we going to do in New York? They're a formidable team in Philadelphia. They got all of these MVPs and talent, and Jaylen Brown, finals MVP, and LeBron James played 80,000 years. Man, oh no. What are you going to do? So, you know what? I'm going to start with John Starks. I'm going to play this John Starks audio. Salute the legend, John Starks, man. You know what I mean? A lot of us love the guy still, 90s Knicks. A lot of us love the 90s Knicks. Ooh, I got a question. Ooh, this is a good question. Does the 2026 Knicks championship put a damper on the 90s Knicks lore? Remember how we loved the 90s because that was the last time we were good? Jalen Brunson just came and just took over that whole wave. And I used to say my favorite time was the 90s, but once we got Jalen Brunson, and I would say maybe the second or third year of Brunson, I was like, my favorite time as a fan is now. Forget the 90s. That was years ago. I didn't mean no malice behind it, but I'm going to write that down. I think that's a good topic right there. Write that down. Did the 2026 Knicks damper the 90s Knicks? Damn, that would be a good panel show too, but we might have to do a members panel for that, to have that discussion, make that a part of it. Anyway, but a lot of you guys give John Starks a lot of flack. Oh, he went 3 for 18 or whatever it was against Houston. He's erratic. One game, he'll average 20. He shoot on the next game. He can't buy a shot. So there's a lot of there's a lot of critics for the legend, John Starks. So let me get the sound bite. So what I want to do now, I want to play some audio from John Starks. And like I said, there's so much talk about Philadelphia that if you're a part of the Knicks, they're going to bring it up. And this is, of course, the casual media. They don't really know much about basketball. They know LeBron James. They know the names. But let me see if I can get this clip for y'all, this audio, and play it. All right, give me 2 seconds. Y'all should be able to hear this. I'm going to sound check it. Make sure, yeah, I'm good. All right, cool.
New look, obviously, for the East, specifically in Philly. What do you make of LeBron's move and what the Knicks have ahead of them here?
Yeah, we too much don't worry about Philly. We concentrate on what we're doing here. Obviously, LeBron and Jaylen Brown is there now, along with Maxey. Obviously, we're going to make them a very good team. So, but we're just concentrating on what we're doing. The East is definitely has improved. You like a young team like the Washington Wizards is going to be a lot better this year. Obviously, Boston, Atlanta.
Whoa, I disagree with Boston. Whoa, slow it down. Hey, we can't talk about the Boston babies. Jason Tatum, if he played, we would have won. Listen, let me tell you something. I don't think Boston's a good team. But everything else John Starks said, I co-sign 100,000%. But like everywhere they go, it's Philadelphia. And I like how John Starks answered it. And I got another soundbite I'll play later in the show. But I like the way they are addressing the Philadelphia question, right? Because, yes, I think they're going to be good. I got Philadelphia number 2. Before LeBron got there, I had Philadelphia number 2, believe it or not. right? Now that LeBron has gotten there, I didn't elevate them with the Knicks. I think that they're a formidable team. I'm not taking that away from them. But my thing is, when people act as though just because they're great on paper, it means it's going to be the truth. And to the people, and of course, we can predict the team is going to be good. I think most of us, well, I don't know about most. Some of us would agree that the Sixers will be formidable, right? But at the same time, they hadn't done none yet. That's my beef. They hadn't done anything. And automatically, we're trying to put them up there with us. And that's a problem. Because they haven't done nothing yet. You got to lean towards us. But you hear the consistent theme from Knick Nation, man. We're not worried about Philly. First off, there's a whole Eastern Conference that is better. It ain't just Philly. Like he said, Washington, Atlanta got some 30 players, you feel me? You know, just go down the list, bro. They've gotten better. Indiana's going to be back. Is Tyrese Halliburton the Michael Myers of the Eastern Conference? Is he like, oh, I'm back? Y'all had too much fun without me. I'm just saying, like, to act as though Philadelphia automatically is the only threat and to consistently say, wow, what do you guys think about Philadelphia? And we have to remind them that, yes, we identify Philly as good, but there's some other guys that are going to be formidable. It's not just the one team, not just the one organization. But that was John Starks, who I often confuse with Josh Hart. But yeah, that was John Starks' take on the Philadelphia 76ers. Smash that like button. I'm going to get to the phone lines in a second. Continue smashing that like button. That was very important to the YouTube algorithm. All right. Listen, if we get 100 likes, I'll give away 5 channel memberships. How about that? All right. By the way, subscribe if you're not subscribed, because well over half of you guys who watched in the last 28 days are not subscribed. And now is the best time to subscribe because we do have the OG Anunoby Sketches giveaway. All you got to do is subscribe, hit the bell icon so you won't miss a show. And you better tune in to every show because you just never know when we're going to give away these kicks. But we will give away these kicks very soon. I'm giving you a warning. You just never know. So make sure you tapped in so you can be there for your chance to win. All right? Salute to everybody in the building, man. I appreciate y'all. Hopefully the stream is a lot better. I'm consistently looking at the we got these, it's like a bar system that tells you how effective the stream is. So you see me looking to the left a lot, that's the reason why. But what's good, chat? Okay. I see y'all. Ooh, y'all like Simmons. Some of y'all I see some Ben Simmons up in there. My question to the Ben Simmons is, were you Frank Ntilikina fans? But look, continue getting the likes up. By the way, if you want to call, you can. To leave your spot in the queue, 646-995-8389. Call up. If you want to talk, we got a lot of good topics today. All right. And yeah, we need to get these likes up, man. It's not enough likes. Continue smashing the like button. Oh, HRM, check your DM on the Discord as well, HRM. I sent you a message asking about when should we do fantasy. To all the channel members, fantasy basketball, it's amongst us. It's coming. All right. I think last year we did it in October, but I'm a politic with my man HRM, and we'll get it done. We'll get it right. You feel me? Continue smashing that like button, though. The goal is 100 likes. Salute to the Knicks Day Madness Discord server. There's always somebody up in there talking. All right. I'm going to get to Bob Myers and the 76ers. All right. So this show has a 76ers theme. It's kind of like some of these topics are topics that I wanted to touch on last night that we just didn't get a chance to because the show shut down. But I wanted to keep my foot on the Philadelphia 76ers. Still want that smoke, even though I got that Celtic debate lined up. I need that Philadelphia smoke too. Just letting you know, I need that Philly. I'm still needed Philly. Philadelphia, what's good? You ducking the fade? What's up? What's up, Philly? Talk to me. So until then, I got to keep my foot on y'all necks. And I'm listening for scary, shaky energy. I'm from Brooklyn. We sniff that out every day, all day. You come up in there shook, scared to death, you shook, because ain't no such things as halfway crooks. We could tell. So, Bob Myers, okay, he's done a great job with the Golden State Warriors, helping them solidify themselves as one of the best championship teams ever, right? Facilitating the Kevin Durant on an already stacked team that won 73 wins. Bob Myers was the man behind that. So I'm not surprised he takes his talent to Philadelphia. In one summer, he gets Jaylen Brown off a bad, what people deem to be a bad Paul George contract. And then he also signs LeBron James. It's a hell of an offseason right there, right? No, I'm not going to give you credit for Caldwell Pope. Sorry, I'm not doing it. But suppressive offseason. So there's a lot of conversations being had because he has a podcast that he well, I'm not gonna say he's always on, but Bob Myers, unlike Leon Rose, he does his rounds. He's outside. Bob Myers talks to the media all the time, right? So he's been on at least 3 podcasts this offseason, right? And all he did was he consulted. He was the consultant for the Philadelphia 76ers. They eventually hired another GM who's going to be taking the reins, but he came in one summer and just shifted the trajectory of the Philadelphia 76ers. So he did an interview, all right, and I'm going to play the audio so you guys could hear it. Give me 2 seconds as it loads up. So this was with the Cousins podcast. Like I said, this guy's all over the place, bro. Like Bob Myers is outside for real. So I'm gonna play it so y'all can hear it.
Things that would give us a chance. And this is pre-Jaylen Brown. This is like Jaylen Brown was not like we lost to the Knicks and we're gonna go get Jaylen Brown. Like that's not what happened. It's just that's not what happened.
Hold up. I'm gonna run it back. Do y'all believe that? Do y'all believe that? I'm gonna play it again. Does he sound genuine? I'm gonna run it back.
Things that would give us a chance. And this is pre-Jaylen Brown. This is like Jaylen Brown was not like we lost to the Knicks and we're gonna go get Jaylen Brown. Like that's not what happened. It's just that's not what happened.
Do y'all believe that? It sounds like cap to me. It wasn't like we lost to the Knicks and we were like, we're going to get Jaylen Brown. I'm pretty sure there was a meeting and they were like, look, man, we tired of losing. We're tired of losing to the Knicks. We have to get better. We got rid of Daryl Morey. Get him out of there. He's just a womper. So look, we're going to bring in Bob Myers to orchestrate our new front office. It was a good move. But you can't tell me these moves didn't come off the back of getting cooked by the Knicks. We cooked y'all. Like, y'all got swept. Like, it wasn't a serious, like, y'all laid the foundation for our dominance because y'all were the first. Well, the Hawks got demolished, to be honest. But the Hawks at least win 6 games. Y'all faced the wrath of our post-Hawks energy, and we took it out and focused it on y'all. And we obliterated y'all. The sad part about that series is OG Anunoby didn't even play the whole series. That's the sad part. And we dusted y'all off. We had a little lineup with Deuce McBride, and y'all couldn't take advantage of it. So y'all said, you know what? We need to get tougher. We need to get some size inside. So then you decided to go ahead and sign Jaylen Brown. Keep it real. Or trade for Jaylen Brown. Keep it real.
Then you start hearing there was a possibility, and the job then became, is this a real thing with Jaylen Brown? Is it a real thing? And, you know, I think Brad Stevens is one of the most straight shooters in the league. So when you work in the NBA as an executive, you ultimately usually have at least 1 or 2, I don't want to say transactions with every other GM. So you know. If I call Trey Sega, hey, you want to make a deal? He might be like, yeah. And then he does it. I mean, it's like, I know you're not this way, but you have to understand, like, he's honest, or he might tell me what I want to hear, right, or he might lie to me. This dude might just lie. He lied to me.
So hold on, I'm gonna stop it there. But so you're trying to tell me, Brad, that magically out of thin air, you wind up just calling Brad just for the hell of it, not because you lost to the Knicks, not because we need to get better, not because we were trash and we were getting trapped, not because we were the 7th seed who got, I'm not going to say got lucky, but yeah, you beat a 2nd seed, but then you got cooked. So you not getting out of the 2nd round for like the 18th year in a row, that had nothing to do with the pursuit for Jaylen Brown. Stop the cat, dog. 646-995-8389. Call up if you want to talk about Brad Stevens' comments. Once again, that's 646-995-8389. Call up to voice your opinion. All right. We got a lot of time. It's not just Brad Stevens. We also asking the question, did the Timberwolves redeem themselves after signing Jonathan Kuminga after the failed Julius Randle for Towns trade? All right. We also talked about John Stark's comments on the Philadelphia 76ers. We're now talking about Bob Myers' comments on the Philadelphia 76ers not being scared, not being spooky in the woods. Do you believe that they weren't concerned? I feel like they spooky, y'all. All right. And definitely, we also talked about the prospect of the Knicks bringing back, bringing back to the NBA, Ben Simmons. So if you want to talk about any of these topics, 646-995-8389. All right. By the way, quick reminder, the New York edition, which is the latest edition of the 82 Nights series, is now available for pre-order. All you have to do is check out my link tree, that link that's in the chat. It includes the complete 26-27 Knicks basketball schedule. Let me tell you, I literally just finished adding all of that schedule stuff into the journal. It was very tedious, but I got it done. Plus all 12 components of the 82 Nights basketball intelligence system, which is game tracking, stat trends, 10-game reviews, players to watch, fan engagement pages, season reflections, and much more. All pre-orders include free shipping. And your journal will be scheduled to arrive in early October, right before the season begins. All you have to do to reserve your copy is to check out the link tree. That is linktree/TheObjectiveFan. The link is not only in the chat, but it's in the description. Linktree/TheObjectiveFan. Salute to everybody who already pre-ordered this. And I look forward to seeing you guys inside of the 82 Nights Club. Big time salute to y'all. Continue smashing that like button. Hit the phone lines. All right? Definitely like the video. We get to 100 likes, I will give away 5 memberships. All for it. Off top. All for it. Off top. My phone bugging out right now. Continue smashing that like button though, y'all. Also, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to announce at this point. No, that's good. I'm going to show you guys the new OKF Nation mug next as well. All right. Continue smashing that like button. 100 likes, 5 memberships. Call up 646-995-8389. Let's have a conversation. All right. Bob Myers, do you believe him? Does he need more people? And my man J-Tap said,
The Objective
oh,
Fan.
I ain't mean a salute to that. I didn't mean to play that, but I meant to play this. My man J-Tap said, Myers, come on. J-Tap, what do you want me to say, man? I gotta respond when they say stuff. Hey, listen, don't mention the Knicks. If you mention the Knicks, I'm the boogeyman, man. I'm gonna come through and I'm gonna check temperatures. If it's not looking right, if it ain't looking solid, I'm gonna press you. And that's what I'm doing, J-Tap. I'm doing my job. I'm keeping my foot on their necks. But once again, I am the objective fan, J-Tap. I'm not going to sit here and act like Bob Myers ain't do a great job. I know you don't like Bob Myers. You don't think he did good. But I think that he did a great job in Golden State. All right. And also, he is not the GM for the Sixers. He was consulting with them to help them find the GM. And salute to their owner for that. I think that was a good move. Because, you know, you may not know how to hire somebody to know if they know basketball, if you don't know basketball. So what their owner did was they brought in Bob Myers to find the guy. You feel what I'm saying? Which is, by the way, the guy who is running the show will be the GM going forward. Bob Myers, I think, was just a consultant. I'm not sure if he still be around, but his job this offseason was to find the GM, Bob Myers. In the interim, he did do the Jaylen Brown deal, right? He did do those deals. But the goal was to find the guy who will run the show. So the boss hired Myers to find that guy, for the record. All right. Ooh. Hey, Zach, I appreciate that, man. Tell him to cut that 82 nights. I'm telling y'all, you're going to look at the game differently, man. For sure. Like, it's going to change the way you see things because, you know, it's going to organize your information in a way that you can get quick references from stats to certain lineups to who did what. You know what I'm saying? It's going to expand you. Then you got other sections like the players to watch. You know, that's my favorite section because 5 years from now, I'm going to continue to look back each 5 years to see what players I had in my players to watch and see if I really called it. Is this a player we've never seen again, or all the players in my players to watch? Are they going to be great players? Right? You got the top 10 games. You know, it's just things that's going to make your life easier as a fan. All right. What's going on? And my man Tugboat in the building. Salute to Tugboat. OKF Nation Plus in the building. All right. Hold on. Let me just make sure I'm not on. Okay, I'm not. Going to make sure I was in on Do Not Disturb mode. I have a tendency of doing that sometimes by accident. I just realized today's my homeboy birthday too. Anyway, let me see. Ooh, Liberty's at 8 o'clock. I might watch that game every time. You know, I've been a casual Liberty fan. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be watching the first half. Then I don't know, man. I have been neglecting my Lady Liberty this year, man. I'm trying, but it's hard. Oh, we got USA basketball, Zach. Yeah, I'm not watching that. I'm sorry. I'm definitely not watching USA basketball. I just feel like that's gonna be a whole lot of. Yeah, I'm good. When does Jose play though? Doesn't Jose play today? And the games are on at night? And ain't they over somewhere? Where they at? They overseas somewhere. They're having some good conversations in the chat. Yeah, I'm not watching Team USA. I can't do it. Won't do it. Playoff starts on the 27th of September. All right, I got time. I got a month to catch up. I know the girls are in the playoff picture, though. But you know what I don't like? I'm going to keep it real, y'all. You know what I don't like? I don't like that they waived Benijah Laney Hamilton, dog. What happened to Benijah? She was solid. What happened? I thought she was the female OG. I wasn't saying that because she get hurt. But she played just like him. They waived my girl, man. And how you feel about this new coach? I don't know, man. He just, summer's off. What's good, Mike?
Yeah, I had to call you, man.
Let's talk, man. That's what we're here for. Let's go.
We talked about Cam Whitmore, and they say the Cleveland Cavaliers have until August 29th at 4 o'clock to waive, stretch him, or they're going to be committed to the contract. And they're going to have to trade him after that. So we got until August 29th to see if they're going to do that.
Yeah.
I don't think they might want to do it. They may end up releasing somebody else on the roster. I don't know who.
They could trade Merrill and may get something for him. He makes like $9 million, Sam Merrill. I feel like he's redundant. Might as well get rid of him too. But I'm not their GM.
Yeah, right. I almost turned into a couple of these guys' GM. After the Mathurin and after the Kuminga signings, I'm like, wow, look at this. I mean, if he was going to accept that, 6.5 a year for 2 years, I'm like, whoa.
So hold on. Did the Wolves redeem themselves from the failed Melo trade?
They're away from that. They're not even, that's nowhere near where they are now. They got 2 prominent backcourt guys. And now they have Kuminga, a power forward, and they have the other power forward. I don't know if Kuminga going to play the 3, though, because they had the other power forward. They're going to play him and
McDaniels. They're going to play them together.
Yeah. And see, I think he took that deal because I don't know if he would he have been starting on LA's team?
I think it was some of the long term. I didn't read the article, but I got it. It was something about the long term. He didn't want to do a long term deal because he's going to opt out, up his profile, and try to get bread next year. That's what he's gonna try to do.
Yeah. But in the meantime, I mean, they look pretty good. I mean, from what I see, and then they got Rudy back there playing the stop cop back there. So I mean, they're not bad. I don't think they're bad at all. Not at all. And
no, they're good.
They were trying to do something with G.G. Jackson with Memphis before he accepted that deal. That's how I was like, I was looking at GG. I was like, they were talking about trading him straight up. So I'm like, oh, so he is available.
I don't know. Is Kuminga going to give them what Randall gave them?
Kuminga might give him a little bit more.
I don't know. Because remember, Randall is a creator.
I don't know, because Kuminga don't shoot outside. He will, but his shot is not as good as Randall.
And creating offers for himself and others.
Oh, yeah.
That part's going to be missing. So we'll see. It could work. You just never know.
I don't know. You don't.
I'm not trying to hate, but,
And but see, my stuff come back to the Knicks. Because I'm wondering, with these guys at the end of rosters, these talented players at the end, who is shaking loose. And I really believe Leon needs to look at your 82 nights to see
Let's go.
who you have gotten players that you have looked at that maybe we need to look at that's on the end of these benches that might be shaking loose so we get some real talent on our bench as well as what we have on our bench and see, I mean, who fits where. That way we, because every team that won a championship, they improve. They don't just totally stay the same. So, I mean, like you said, it's a business. You have to rise to the occasion. You may have to do some tweaks. So, you know, that's all I'm saying. And why not tweak with the best talent that's available?
Bingo. Well, we'll see what happens, man. Thank you, Mike. Great call. And yeah, we got to keep the pressure on Leon to get the 82 nights. I like that.
Yeah, let Leon, because that way that'll enlighten. Well, it'll assist him.
Assist. Yeah, I like that because he already knows. But he
we're not gonna hurt Leon bad. He knows.
He's the man.
He's trying to work around that cap.
100%.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, man.
All right.
Big time.
Take care now.
Hey, salute to my man Mike on that. I like when the callers plug the 82 nights, man. See that? Go get your copy, man. Pre-order it now. I already put the New York stuff in it. All right, so all of the New York dates is in it, the schedule. Bam! I finished that last night. Actually, I was up late, and yeah, man, yo, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like, and this is just my ego. I want to put myself to the test. So 5 years from now, when I go back and I look at the Knicks championship season in 26, I'm gonna go to the players to watch section, and I'm gonna see if any of my guys pan out. But here's what I'm willing to bet. I'm not going to miss on none of them. See, that's what I'm more concerned about. I don't want to pick somebody who's going to disappear one day. But the Baba Millers, the G.G. Jacksons, the Dylan Carwells, the Will Rallies, who else? All of these guys. Quentin Jackson's another one. Hey, yo, I'm telling you right now, Quentin Jackson, the Pacers, Quentin Jackson, it's a ball player right there. The reason why he is so nice to me is because he knows that he's better than the role that they had picked out for him. Like, you could look at his game and see like, oh, he could be something, but you could see he's holding back to fit the system. That's what I liked about him the most. That he fitting in the system and the role they trying to shrink him into. But he still shines because he's like, all right, I'm not going to take every shot. I'm going to move the ball. So, yeah, definitely, man. 82 nights, man. For sure, 100%. What else he said? He talked about Cam Whitmore. For some reason, we just don't get players like that, y'all. Hey, come on. Y'all know the Stilo. We the champions. But we don't get players like that. Not like that. We don't. We just don't. We get good players. We got the best player in the world, Jalen Brunson. I take that fade any day. Right? Because who was I talking to? Somebody was like, that was a Bronzeville Spurs fan yesterday. Talking about, oh man, you know, Luka's putting up 30. I said, yeah, that's cool in the regular season. But that's where we are now. We only care about the regular season stats as opposed to the postseason. Give me the guy with the better numbers than Brunson in the postseason. I'll wait. That's what I say. But continue smashing that like button. I'm about to get back into the phone lines. If I miss your call, I am doing callbacks. But continue to like the video. I'm going to give away 5 memberships, man. All we got to do is get to 100 likes. And also, you might as well subscribe because we got that OG Anunoby sneaker giveaway. All you have to do is be a subscriber. Hit the bell icon so you get all the notifications because you don't want to miss a show. Because that's when we're giving out the kicks. It's going to be on the show. Just letting you know. So the only way to be here and be a part of the game is subscribe, but also watch the shows. All right. Thought I seen some news, but that was something else. You know, I got my finger on the pulse of what's happening. Keep getting Adam Schefter news. Do you guys think I should unsubscribe from Adam Schefter? Because sometimes when I see him pop up, I'm like, oh, Shams. Nope, it's Schefter. Not that they look alike. It's just, you know, on the phone is small and they both ESPN. So like Schefter, he stay dropping stuff all the time. And I'm like, dude, I'm not even trying to see that. Get my man Dave on the line. Let's see if he's still there. Oh, I forgot to show you how the mugs. That's what it was. Okay. I'll show you the new mug. What's good, Dave?
My man Karan.
We in the building, man. How you feeling?
A salute, bro. Top show in the biz.
Thank you.
Let's go.
I came to you because I'm a little ignorant to the fact on something. I want to say that Brad should be scared, but I want to make sure about my facts first. So I'm gonna check with you,
Okay.
bro. All right.
Let's go. What's up?
Bennett Mathurin was sent to the Pelicans.
Yes, he was. No, well, Benedict Mathurin signed with the Pelicans.
Yes, sir. And by doing that, am I right by pushing them about $3 million over the cap?
The
Second
Pelicans?
apron. Yeah, check their because I have a feeling they have to make a move now.
Oh, I mean, I'll pull it up. I doubt it though.
But I have a feeling Benedict Mathurin,
they got a lot
they
of
just
space,
signed
my
$9
brother.
million.
Yeah, nah, it's $7 million is the cap hit, and they had $7 million in apron space, so they won't even be a first apron team.
Okay.
For the
All
record.
right.
And he would be their 16th player.
Right. So if it's the 16th player, don't they got to make a move?
Not until training camp. Remember, you could go in the training camp with 20 guys.
Oh, okay. So, all right. So that's
they
why I
could
was
chill.
saying where I
They good.
think that he waits these dudes out, Leon. Okay.
Possibly, yeah. No, you're right.
You know, when I was saying that, you know, we can see who's going to get paid in September, this is what I was talking about. And if that's what Leon's doing and he pulls this off, Brad should be scared.
Wait, did you believe him when he said, oh, yeah, I didn't do the move because we lost to the Knicks? I'm not buying
Come on,
that.
man. That's cap, man. Come on, man.
Yeah,
Every
come on,
move,
like,
let me
what do
tell
we
you, right now, every move that the whole Eastern Conference made is because of the Knicks.
Facts.
Okay, we dictate the whole. We dictate the flow of the river right now, and I'm just peeping Leon because we the only ones ain't signed no two ways, bro.
It's really interesting. Really interesting. Leon is it has to be something magical, right?
Right. That's why I'm trolling you. I'm like, how can you like sign people to two ways and move their salary up and push them in a trade? How's he going to get around this second apron where he can't take more than he gives?
Well, we got enough to sign one more player. So that's, you know, we got another veteran minimum spot. A little bit more actually than a veteran.
About three more, right? About $3 million, right?
$3 million, yep. So we could easily sign one more player and potentially convert a two-way into a contract later in the season.
You see, I think that's why Brad should be scared. Because while everyone is taking a diet, cutting their weight, he's waiting for the right thing to drop into his lap because he's being very flexible. Okay? Yeah. A salute to the best GM in the game, man.
100%. 100%. Brad, come on, dog. Brad knows that he was looking at the Knicks.
When you tell people you ain't shook, you shook.
Bingo. He didn't even have to say the Knicks name. This wouldn't even be a topic.
Minding our own business, not saying a word. Here you go.
Here you go, man. All right, man. Big time salute.
All right, my brother. Peace.
All right. No doubt. Yo, you know something funny, y'all? I got a setup for where anytime somebody says something about the Knicks, I see it. Now, of course, I don't respond to everybody. But the minute you say something about the Knicks, boop, I get the notification. It's content. It's content. You feel me? Oh, okay, yeah, I see y'all in the chat talking about Fabulous. Salute to the chat. Hold on. Before I get to the next call, We got to go to research mode. Very important. I'm going to show y'all something. All right. Damn, I don't got the drum roll on here. Damn, this is the perfect time for the drum roll. I don't got the drum roll anyway. No doubt. But I'm going to show y'all something. I'm going to go to the link tree. Bam. Go to the merch. Bam. So I'm going to show y'all something. We got a new product. The Objective Fan mug, the white one. Go check it out now. Go get yourself a mug. The new logo. This is actually the new Objective Fan logo, by the way. All right. We got the shirts coming as well. But go get you a mug, man. All right. We got the latest edition. We got more stuff coming too. This week inside the NYK, Blue and Orange Brunch, Bodega Cat. All right. You feel me? Also, I created the collections as well. So you could go look at, you know, if you go to the Captain 11, you see all the Captain 11 stuff. If you go to the Bodega Cat, you see all the Bodega Cat stuff. You know what I'm saying? Let's make it some improvements. You know what I mean? Also, if you go to the mugs, it'll show you all the mugs that we have available. Okay. And of course, you see the Objective Fan mug, which is the newest addition to the crew. But man, go get yourself a mug. Go get yourself a t-shirt. Go get yourself a hoodie. Because we know that fall is upon us and the weather is changing. I don't think that we're going to get any more 90-degree days. But hey, you never know. Just when you think you know Mother Nature, changes on the dime. But yeah, go check out the merch. All you got to do is go to the same link tree that's in the chat. Linktree/TheObjectiveFan. And listen, I'm going to be talking about merch all season because we got so much things coming, you know, and just be on the lookout. No worries. I will let you know. Continue smashing that like button and staying tapped in. And you'll be able to stay tuned to all the things that we got going on, man. Especially when you subscribe, because you're not subscribed. But continue smashing that like button, though, man. 100 likes, I'm giving away 5 memberships. 100%. That's how we get down over here. You show love to me, I show love to y'all. All right. Wow. Wow. People are crazy. All right. Let me get back to my show. Hey, man. Sometimes I got to put the phone on do not disturb mode, bro. My goodness. The distractions that take place there. See if my man Tugboat's still available. What's good, Tugboat?
What's happening, brother?
Man, you tell me, man. Brad Stevens. Not Brad Stevens. But I always mix them up. Bob Myers. Not Brad Stevens, but Bob Myers.
Bob Myers.
He you know, he says he ain't scared. He ain't spooky in the woods, man. He ain't make the Jaylen Brown trade out of desperation because they got cooked in historic fashion. What say you?
Now, did he say that in response to something, or did he just come out the gate and say that?
You know, he was asked a question, or he was talking about the Jaylen Brown deal, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he said, well, you know, it wasn't like we lost to the Knicks and we were like, oh, we have to go get Jaylen Brown. I thought that was Cap. I thought that was Cap. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, like who was that? That was just Mike there? Yeah, I like what Mike said, yo. When you say you ain't scared of somebody, that's normally you acknowledging that you're scared of somebody.
Because they didn't ask him about the Knicks.
Yeah,
right.
That's what I was asking to see, like, how was the question set up? Did anybody bring up fear? Did anybody bring up the Knicks? Or was that out of his mouth? Yeah, he shook, man. That's
they
what's
were
up.
talking about how the Brown deal got done. That's what it was.
And the better part is Leon the Don. He's so quiet as kept. It's like nobody knows what this guy's doing. You know, so
he's like a Zen master.
That fear of the unknown is kicking in for all these DMs. So yeah, man, that's fire. I was just on the phone with my brother. Oh, go ahead.
Again, I was gonna say when they say Knicks, I get everything. So as soon as you say Knicks, it comes to me.
Oh, you candy man with the Knicks?
Listen, as soon as they say Knicks, tugboat. Listen to me, I'm dead serious. I may not talk about everything, but I see it for sure. But
yeah, there we go. Yeah, because you're the best. Like you say, you're the best show in the biz, man. You really are.
Thank
bro.
you, man.
Like, there's nothing better than your show out here at all, in any sports, in any platform. There really isn't, man. So shout out to you. I was on the phone with my brother.
Okay.
You know, he's a Heat fan. He's excited about his Knicks-Richard trade. And I'm like, they have nothing but injury players. It looks like they're in the same setup as last year, where their whole blame game is going to be, well, yeah, we were hurt. You know, we did well in the regular season, but then when playoffs come to light, you know, because you hear the rumors of Kyrie going to him too.
Yeah, I heard that. Oh.
Yeah, another injury-prone player. So I was just baffled by that. I was like, yo, and then I tuned into the show, and then that's when you were talking about Nick Richards as well. So I was like, what is this?
They need size, bro. They need another big guy. I don't think Nick, like you said, there's a lot of injury prones, and you know, 4 big guys. I don't think it's gonna be enough out there in Miami.
What about us though? You think we need one more? Like now that all the dust is kind of settling.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get another center, third string, but it ain't gonna be nobody better than. Oh yeah, we need somebody to replace Drummond because Mitch played defense, and you know we need like somebody like Mitch. Yeah, I think it'll be something like that. You know,
yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be. Even if you got Eves Missy, I don't think Missy automatically plays over Drummond. You know, I think they give Drummond the opportunity to lose his spot, and then if young fellas is balling, hey, that benefits us.
Right. Yeah. Get a little competition on the bench going.
100%.
Yeah.
You know,
definitely.
But it's Drummond's job to lose.
Right.
Because I don't think he has no. I think his contract is guaranteed, so that's a hint right there. Because usually, like if they want to try you out, like if they like, all right, you just an option, that contract won't be guaranteed, my brother.
Yeah.
But I think his contract, I'm gonna pull it up because you know we don't cap on the mic.
Yeah, especially with Leon.
100%. Yeah, you know he's the king of not guaranteeds.
Yeah.
Yeah, his contract is guaranteed, my brother.
Okay. All right, cool.
Yeah, I'm in the notes right now. There's nothing there saying until February something. Nah, it's so they signed him to be that guy. This is what I keep trying to tell Knicks fans.
Yeah, I'm excited for him. Yeah, and speaking of notes, man, yeah, shout out to your 82 Nights, but I want to put a plug in there for I get it, but I got my own 82 Nights. I got 82 Gears. I'm in Clio mode this fall. I got to study up for my third engineer. So while I'll be watching the game,
do your thing.
I'll be studying. Yeah.
Congrats to that, man.
Yeah, but I'm gonna lock in once. Hopefully, I have it by playoff season. Because you plan on doing a playoff one, or is that one included in the?
Yeah, we do
82?
the game night, baby. You forgot we did game night last year, baby.
That's what I thought.
Game
that's what I thought. Yeah,
and
so I'll
playoff edition, baby.
Yeah, I'll be picking up that one for sure because I should have it by at least, I'm hoping, February. I should have it.
Okay. That's good. Yeah, so you can lock in. Because, hey, you never know. Like I said last year, this could be the year. And I'm taking notes in the play. I'm like, dude, it just continues. We're not going to lose.
Yeah, and to have like your own personal album of notes for the championship season, you know, first time in 50 years, that's a gold mine. You know what I mean? So everybody needs to pick that up. When we go back to back, it's going to be something great to look back at.
Facts.
But yeah, man, I was just calling in to see what's up with Bob. See what he's so spooky in the woods about. He's
spooky in the woods. But I got a question. Did the Timberwolves redeem themselves with the failed Towns trade by signing Kuminga? Did they redeem themselves?
I don't know what Kuminga's deal is, bro. I mean, I know it was a short run, but that Atlanta run didn't look good. It kind of was proving Kerr's point. You know what I mean? I mean, granted, it was a short term and he didn't get enough time to gel and everything like that, but it looked like he was kind of proving Steve Kerr's point as far as why he doesn't play him. So I think that's when we got to see down the road. I mean, I know you don't like the LaMelo thing, but I think the LaMelo makes up a lot more for Cat, bro. I think the LaMelo and Jaden McDaniels trifecta, excuse me. I think
so.
That definitely.
You think LaMelo gonna help them beat us?
No. You think Kuminga's gonna help them beat us?
I don't think not.
I mean,
dude, I think they lost. I think Randall is a huge loss because they don't got. Well, Melo could set up the offense too at the guard spot, so I guess they got.
Yeah. I mean, Melo. That's what I'm saying. You gotta watch this guy hoop, bro. You gotta stop being so biased. No.
I know. I'm conceding. They do got. I forgot. They do got Melo. He's gonna set up the offense.
LaMelo They got Jaden McDaniels and they got Ant-Man. That's a fire squad. And like I said, who knows if helicopters. Who knows if LaMelo can unlock Gobert on the offensive side.
Oh yeah, he's definitely he a pick and roll dude. So and I think, in the Wolves system, he's gonna be passing the ball more. I think they're gonna be good.
You know my final prediction. My final prediction is us versus the Wolves. That's what I got. I got us versus the Wolves. I know you got the Lakers. I know. We'll see what happens. That might be a sweep, dog. That we might sweep Ant-Man. The only reason why I'm saying that, because Kuminga ain't playing no defense. He's a weak link. And LaMelo Ball, I'm putting him in that guard. Whoever guard Josh Hart, we putting you in that guard to guard. Mm-hmm.
We gonna run that guard to guard, and we forcing that switch. So LaMelo, you gonna be out there guard Brunson getting cooked, looking like James Harden.
Yeah, because I go out. I'm out in Virginia, so I go out to those Charlotte games all the time, and he gets cooked by Brunson. Cooked.
He ain't guard nobody, bro. You put him in the guard pick and roll. Good luck.
But nobody can guard Brunson. I mean, I'll ask you this. I know.
It could just be McDaniel.
There is a defender who can guard Brunson?
Nah. You know what? And the same could be said about any great player. Like nobody's guarding Luka one-on-one.
Nobody's down Luka. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not guarding even SGA, the foul merchant. He's a tough cover. Very tough because he's gonna get to his spot. He's very good. One thing he gonna get to that mid-range pull-up and he might draw a foul. That's the two things that he's definitely gonna do. Your best prayer is to not foul him.
Yeah, because Brunson had said, he had mentioned in a past interview about who's this tough defender. He said he has one, so I've always been curious. I'm like, I've been watching, just to see
I feel like it was Drew Holiday. I feel like it was Drew Holiday because he did say Drew. He admitted Drew guards him good, but he didn't say Drew was the guy though that he was saying that gives him the business.
Yeah, because he said the guy was still in the league, so he's not going to really name drop him. But yeah, you know what? You might be right. It might have been Drew in his prime. Might have been given
in his prime, right? Bingo. Yeah, Drew's not in his prime no more. He ain't.
No. Where's Dre? He's in Celtics?
No, he's with Portland, but here's the thing. They might buy him out or trade him. So if they buy out Drew and Drew goes to Miami, that I ain't gonna lie, that's a tough pickup because now they got somebody who will hold their own. I'm not saying he's super nice.
Unite with Giannis again?
Yeah. Drew
and Bobby. I about to say and Bobby. I forgot about
Bobby. Who's the two guard? Oh, Wiggins is gonna play the two, and Wiggins was hitting the 3-ball. So they got 3-point shooters in Miami. I can't front on
Tim Hardaway Jr., Clay, Wiggins.
Yeah. Fontecchio, the guys you never heard of.
Yep, I know Fontecchio.
Joe Vicks.
Jokic is trash. He's trash. But Bam is shooting threes now. So that's going to be interesting to their game, too. So
Miami might be a problem for other teams, not the Knicks, though. But other teams,
they regular season. They ain't going to have the legs for playoffs. That was my whole argument with them. I'm like, yeah, okay, regular season, y'all may shine a little bit. But by the time y'all get to playoffs, y'all endurance is going to be ran up.
They play a fast-paced kind of offense, right? They jack it up 1 million shots.
That whole running gun style they opened up with last season. And then eventually 100%. They had to turn that down because everybody was getting hurt.
Yeah. But I'm saying I think they'll get wins because most teams can't compete with that. Every night.
Can you maintain that throughout the season, all the way through playoffs?
That's the mystery.
The big question. Exactly. And can you maintain that with injury-prone players?
All right, so let's do it like this. And then before we get out of here.
Okay.
Who in the playoffs could beat them in the series besides the Knicks? Besides the Knicks. We're not talking about the Knicks, y'all. Relax. Oh my God, you're talking about Miami like they're this. No, we're saying besides the Knicks.
Absolutely not.
Right, right. Well, I'm just saying, like in the East.
The East is a beast right now, right?
The East is a beast, but like, who can you say definitively you got beating Giannis in them in the East in the playoffs?
The LeBron-a-thon.
Maybe, yeah. LeBron would have a shot.
I'm not sleeping on the Wizards.
Yo, what if it's the Wizards and the Knicks in the finals?
Oh, that's ugly. Oh no, you know what? That's beautiful because it's F. Trae Young for life. But if Anthony Davis can stay healthy, then that's a problem for Miami.
They got a shot.
Yeah. No, there's a good. I mean, you keep sleeping on the Celtics.
Indiana?
I'm not sleeping on the Celtics.
Sleep
Indiana,
on-
especially with that
sleep.
run and gun style. Yeah. So yeah,
Mhm.
no, I'm not worried about. That's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
These guys. I keep telling my brother, I'm like, yo, y'all in the hospital bed, bro.
Man,
That's
yo,
where y'all spend most
listen.
of the time.
When
Y'all
we
spend
talk
most of y'all
about these
season in
teams,
90-degree angles.
you gotta let your brother know. When we talk about these teams, we're saying they're second fiddle. Like, we know the Knicks are in the elite category. So we're not even talking, we just talk about y'all versus the others.
Right.
Don't get
That's
it
what I said.
twisted.
Yeah, because he said that. He was like, yeah, so let's talk about the matchup between the Knicks and Miami. And I was like, bro, all right, hold on. That's not where I was going with this conversation, because y'all got to talk to Landry Shamet before you get to anybody else, because he absolutely
Right.
cooked y'all. He cooked y'all. So that's like
Oh, man, I
Davion
can't
Mitchell
wait.
cooking us. It ain't gonna happen. So I'm like, yeah, y'all
That
gotta
don't even
deal with
sound
Landry.
right.
Talk to Landry first, and then you can talk to us. But yeah, their matchup to the other teams, I think it's fair, and I'm excited for it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I can see it going either way. I would probably edge Philly over them, but the other teams, I would have to see it. You know.
Yeah, you got to see it. Yeah, that's why I'm excited for the league, man. I'm excited for this season, bro. So excited, especially the East. And then
might get
just
2
like,
league
and like you said,
passes.
and the beautiful part is we're champions, so we're just doing our championship run again, and we get to watch all these guys play second fiddle and just sit back on top of the mountain and just look at them, just watch them all scramble and scratching. I love it.
I can't wait for my Celtics debate, man.
When's that?
Fry them. Hopefully, it's going to be right before the preseason. I'm just waiting for the confirmation of the date.
Nice.
We already put the. You know what I'm saying?
Man, good for you, man.
Go in.
I'm looking forward to that.
I'm telling you, I already started doing my Celtic research, though. I went all the way back to July. It's like I'm a Celtic fan. I'm just waiting for all their news.
I know. Look, I know more about your team than you know about your team. But that's what I'm saying, bro. You got a
my
great
philosophy,
show, man. And even to like the haters in there, I think the haters should be celebrated. As long as there's like no absolute hate speech, I think the haters should be celebrated, because if you look at how Stephen A has his game, he relies on the hate. That's how he got to where he's at. And those haters, they come in here, they watch the content, and then over time they get like, hold on, this guy's making a lot of sense. So, or the haters say, yo, look at this guy, he don't know nothing, and then the other guy comes in and be like, nah, bro, he's actually dropping down. I've seen people in the chat switch over where they're like, yo, this guy don't know what he's talking about. Then next thing you know, they're like, yo, yeah, great show, great call, all this other stuff. So I even think the haters, I know we've been giving them the boot lately, but I think this season, man, we should let them linger a little bit. Like I said, unless it gets overboard.
They could call up. Listen, I'm not gonna just bang. I mean, unless y'all want to bang on it, but you could always. The only time you're getting banged on is when you start saying ridiculous stuff like Jalen Brunson is trash. Yeah, you gotta go. You start talking about Walt Clyde Frazier. Yeah, you got to go. But if you just talking basketball, yeah, we can't do it. But if we just talking basketball, I don't mind. I have the conversation with it. But just know you're getting fried. I'm gonna fry you like an egg.
You're getting cooked.
You're getting fried.
And that's the fun part of this show, man. That's the beauty of what you and Maxine got going on, man. So shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to everything you got going on. I look forward to every episode, brother.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you.
All right, likewise.
All right. Salute to my man Tugboat. Great conversation. Continue smashing that like button, man. If you hadn't already. Got to get the likes up, man. What's good, Kev? I see you. Yo, could you imagine if we get the Wizards in the finals, the conference finals versus us, and then the Utah Jazz in the Western Conference finals versus whoever? Wouldn't that be crazy? Yo, officially, like, if that happens, the NBA has officially became the NFL. Because that's the only place you see stuff like that. A team could be trash the year before, wind up going to the Super Bowl, going to the conference game, and you would trash. Like, the NBA is becoming like that, becoming just like that. Continue smashing that like button, man. Of course, subscribe if you're not subscribed. We got the OG Anunoby giveaway. We giving away a free pair of OG Anunobys to subscribers. You got to be subscribed. So this is the time to subscribe. You just never know. It could be your day to win some OG Anunobys. Courtesy of my man J-Tap, OKF Nation. We in the building. All right. We got more calls. My man D from LA. Talking about the Kuminga signing. Did the Wolves redeem themselves? We're talking about Bob Myers. What's good, D? LA. in the
What's
building.
Gucci?
Not
Yo,
much,
you
man.
heard what KD said about the Knicks?
Oh my goodness, that would be tonight's show. What did he say?
He said
Let's go.
the Knicks championship is the best he's ever seen as a viewer.
I don't know if that's good enough to do a show, maybe a segment.
Right. I put it in the Discord, but I said, oh, and he kind of goes into details why. He says he didn't get it. He didn't become a believer until game 5 because every game the Knicks were down. And he's like, you know, just kind of looking to see what's going on. But then he emphasizes, he's like, that's the difference between how the team was built with veterans against who they were playing. Like, it was just different. I'm like, hey.
That's what I was trying to say in the debate. That's what I said in the Bronzeville. I said, yo, y'all pups, man. Y'all not ready for this.
Right. You're not. I said, not ready. I mean, hey, KD, you could have been part of Knicks history, but whatever. It is what it is.
Right. Yeah, get out of here. We don't need you now. We
don't need you. Yeah. You know what I mean? What's going on? You saw Nick Richards got signed?
Yeah, I know. We broke that news. We saw it.
Yeah.
It's not really a surprise, though, because he was working out down there. He was there. He spent the whole damn offseason down there.
Right. And you talked about, what's his name? Possibly Drew Holiday, if that's a possibility to join the Miami Heat.
Yeah.
To your question about, I can't see the Wizards are definitely stacked. They got a great roster. And as you said, it is becoming any given Sunday in the NBA, which is amazing.
Yes.
It is.
Crazy.
Like anybody, right. The Utah Jazz, same thing. It's like, I'm not saying they're going to win a championship, but I wouldn't be shocked if they make the Western Conference Finals because they got a roster, right?
Bingo.
But to your point about Giannis, though, I can't pinpoint outside of the Knicks and maybe Philadelphia, any other team in the East that Giannis would lose a 7-game series to.
Thank you. That's all I was saying.
Right. It's hard to say a healthy team with himself, Bam, the roster that they have now, and if Holiday does join that roster too, I was like, 7 games,
tough.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Tough.
The Wizards, they got a pup. They got AD. I don't know if I'm taking him over Giannis in that matchup. Trae Young is a bad shot taker. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't really see that many
defense.
teams.
They gonna punish him.
Right. You know what I mean? 7 games. I don't know. The other teams are good on paper though, but against Giannis in the playoffs, healthy. Yeah, that's a different beast. You know what I mean? That's a different beast. And then to your question about Kuminga, if the Wolves have no, absolutely not. And this kind of absolutely not, because let's remember why Cat is even a Knick. It may trickle back to the fact that they overpaid in draft picks and salary for Gobert.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
Right. Because I'm not sure, maybe in retrospect, I'm just looking at this retrospect. I don't know if at that time you're looking at the roster, if they had to choose one, they would pick Rudy Gobert over Cat if they didn't trade all of that for Rudy Gobert. And Rudy probably didn't have that much trade value with the salary that they gave him. So it's like, you know what I mean? We have to lose this.
You know what they should have did? And this would have been forward thinking. They should have got Gordon to put with Towns. Put an Aaron Gordon with Towns. He gives you defense. You got Nas Reed there.
Right. Instead of Rudy?
Instead of the Rudy, yeah. They would have had more success.
How many picks did they send for him? Like 4 or 5? Something crazy.
They sent mad picks, man. And it would have cost less to get Gordon because he didn't do nothing much up until that point. Right. I don't even think he was an all-star up to that point. Maybe he might have. I don't remember, but I'm just saying it would have been a better fit with Cat.
Right. That makes sense. And I think this kind of highlights right.
You know, it's not my team, but you know.
Before I go, this highlights though the conversation about Karl Anthony Towns. I know it's easy. I'm not going to exclude myself from this. It's easy to pick at the things that he does incorrectly. But when you look at the resume and how difficult it is to actually replace that kind of player, you kind of have to just deal with what comes with Karl Anthony Towns.
Of course. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's with any superstar. Like Luka don't play no defense. I'm not going to get Luka because he doesn't play defense. What? Jokic don't play no defense. I'm not going to get Jokic because get guys that play defense around him. Hello?
Right.
Like, what do you, are we losing our minds?
Yes. And I'm going to close with this and I'm going to dip. For a future Boston, I've been thinking about this a lot because, and I'll tell you why I've been thinking about it. Your post says Brad Stevens instead of Bob Myers. So I've been thinking about Bob Myers. I've been thinking about Brad Stevens instead of Bob Myers and the Celtics.
Mm-hmm.
I would not be shocked if Jason Tatum is only a Celtic for 2 more years. And we can have that conversation later. Maybe when the Boston Celtics fan come to argue, we can have that conversation. Yes, but just keep that in mind. Jason Tatum.
Yeah, but I got them crashing and burning, so it's possible.
Right.
Yeah, when you crash and burn.
Facts.
Yeah. Yeah, when you crash and burn, it's
right. I don't think folks are actually paying attention to that yet, though. I think subconsciously folks just think this is automatically, oh, he's gonna be. I'm like, pay attention to it. But I'm gonna holler at y'all though.
Oh, thank you for catching me with the Brad Stevens, because I've been mixing them up.
No doubt, no doubt.
Bob Myers. I'm gonna change that.
No doubt.
My bad, y'all. All right, no doubt.
Holla.
Now, you know what be messing me up, y'all? Last night was a crazy show, bro. I did the same intro 4 times. 4 times. Because the show was tripping. So I was just thrown off from the start. And I kept confusing Bob Myers with Brad Stevens. So at least I'm changing it on the title. On the screen, y'all know I'm talking about Bob Myers. It's all good. Listen, man, if the mayor's office could put, what did they put? They put at the parade. Instead of Dylan Jones, they put a different name for Dylan Jones. Y'all remember what I'm talking about? When they had at City Hall, when they had the jerseys up there, they had Dylan Jones, but it wasn't his name or something. You know, it happens, man. You know what I mean? Besides, I didn't have Mad Max today, you know. Mad Max was busy doing her thing. So, you know, it is what it is. I had to do my own showrunner today. But it's all good. By the way, I just thought of something, and I forgot to say this in the beginning. So all the callers thus far have been doing a great job. Just want to remind you guys, we have the anti-swearing policy. Keep it clean on the show, family-friendly vibes only. All right? So we going in a different direction. And salute to y'all. Y'all been doing a good job. To the callers who's been calling. We might have had one infraction, but it wasn't really, you know, one of them words like that. But we still got to watch what we say. You know, we got partnerships in the works. We got deals we trying to work through. And it was brought to our attention that the language was raw. All right. So the first warning, if you swear, we'll let you know, hey, you know. But the second one, we got to go, because we can't risk the algorithm putting us in this interesting scenario where they not strike out monetization, but it's robots, man. You know, and they're heavy into the language. Right? The language is something that they're really monitoring. So that's why we had to go in this direction. Right? And of course, if you get repeat infractions, eventually you're going to have to get your call privileges revoked. All right? I should have shared this in the beginning, but it's a lot going on. Like I said, Max wasn't with me because she was busy, but, you know, I had to do my own show on it, but it's all good. You know what I mean? Sometimes, you know, I've been a one-man band for a minute. You feel me? Salute to me. But I just remembered this right here. So if you call up, keep this in mind. All right. What else I want to say? Of course, we got the new Objective Fan mugs. Go check them out. And the merch section of the link tree is fire. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Okay, cool. I got another soundbite I wanted to play. This is from Josh Hart. So Josh Hart, once again, because today's theme is Philadelphia. I know I got Brad Stevens. It's really Bob Myers. I think Bob Myers was spooky in the woods, trying to figure out what could he do to surpass the New York Knicks. And he said that, well, they didn't do the Jaylen Brown trade because they lost to the Knicks. Do you believe that? No. Clearly, the Knicks are on their mind. So, is this consistent theme of Philadelphia Knicks, everywhere you look? So Josh Hart had this to say in an interview. He was asked this question.
Yeah, it's going to be great. And, of course, after you guys beat the...
No, that's not the soundbite. Hold on. That's not the soundbite. This is the soundbite. I got it. Hold on, I Gotcha.
So as an NBA champ, you guys got it done. Incredible for the city of New York. And then you see the Sixers make all these moves. You guys are going to host the Sixers opening night, October 20th. Do you think you are the team to beat, the Knicks, or do you think the Sixers are now the team to beat?
First off, I ain't gonna lie. Salute to the brother. That's a weak question, dog. Do you think you're the team to beat or the Sixers? Salute to him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to take none away from him, but I don't think that was a good question. I would have asked something like to the degree of, all right, the Eastern Conference is much improved. Everyone's talking about the Eastern Conference with LeBron and Giannis staying in the East. In your opinion, who do you think is your biggest threat to prevent you from repeating? That's what I would have asked. But is this Philadelphia push? And I get it. It's part of the marketing because that's opening day. Philadelphia Knicks, we know that. But there's other teams in the East. We just talked about Miami. Like, besides the Knicks, realistically, how many teams could beat the Heat in the playoff series? Forget the injuries. Everybody's healthy. I don't like to use injuries as an excuse. I never do. But if everyone is healthy and they meet in the playoffs, how many teams is beating Miami? I don't think it's as easy as y'all make it seem. I don't think everybody's just running through them like that. You know, and I could be wrong. Maybe they get bumped in the first round. But if they play against the Knicks in the first round, they're going to get bumped. But there's a lot of talent in the East, and they're already crowning the 76ers. You know I said the Sixers was number 2, but it's just a, preseason kind of bracket. It doesn't mean it's going to be real. We'll see. It could be the Wizards could be number 2. Who knows? But it's just too much Philadelphia, bro. I get it. But come on.
The Knicks, or do you think the Sixers are now the team to beat?
I don't really know. I don't really.
Hold on, baby. Hold up. I'm laughing because I could see Josh Hart's face. All right? When you look at Josh Hart's face, he's like, I can't believe he just asked me this question. I know I can't show y'all, but his face is the reason why I laughed. Because I didn't even catch his face when I first listened to this.
I don't really know. I don't really care either. I think, obviously we won last year. We celebrated with that, but now it's back to work. And we always view ourselves as the hunters. And, right now we're trying to get that second one. We're not happy or not complacent with where we are now. So whatever the media says, whoever the hunted is, the hunters, who's there to watch, I don't really care too much about it. My focus is on, helping this team be the best team we can be, and, how I can be the best individual I can be.
Hey, salute to Josh Hart. Yo, first off, if you watch his face in response to that question, see, my question, I feel like the reason why the question wasn't a good question is because now you put Josh Hart on the defense. You're putting him in direct comparison to another team. I would have picked his brain to see who he think in the East is much improved. I just think it's a better question, and you would have learned more from that question. So that's the question I would have led with. And I think it would have been a more, instead of I don't really care, like when somebody tells you they don't care and the answer, that's not a good question, bro. I'm sorry, family. That's not a good question. It's simple. You're going to ask, that's like me saying, do I think I'm the best or do I think my competitor's the best? Of course I'm going to say me. Why would you ask that question? But I love the attitude. I don't really know and I don't really care. Your opinion doesn't matter to me. It doesn't. We're focused on what we got to do. Nothing y'all say impacts us. Whether it's good or bad, we doing our job. We got jobs to do. But y'all gonna see, because the Behind the Locker Room series, man, I'm gonna do more interviews. May have another one lined up very soon. So be prepared to see the interviews coming, because one of the things that I want to do in interviews, I want to tell a basketball story. And I need them to and I also want them to share what it is they would like to explain to the people, instead of creating a narrative and just looking for a clickbait. Oh man, this guy had beef with this guy, so let's get the click. I'm more into the story. Like, my favorite podcast for basketball is the Knuckleheads podcast. Salute to Darius Miles and Quentin Richardson. They got the best basketball podcast. They don't do none of the, this guy is better than who, and da-da-da-da, and I beat you, and then I did this at a workout. Who cares? What did you do in the game? What did you do in the game? I don't give a damn. Oh, yeah. I son these dudes. Yo, there's a lot of dudes who didn't make it in the league that hold on to war stories in practice and workouts. I don't give a damn about a practice or a workout. What did you do in the game? There's a guy, I don't want to mention his name, but he's a podcaster. He used to play with the Knicks. Didn't really play with the Knicks, but he used to be on the team. And he started making fun of certain guys that was on the team. Like RJ Barrett. I used to kill him in practice. I'm like, you do realize that was practice, right? You do realize that didn't count. You know what I mean? So we didn't get to see that because no one cares about practice. We trying to win the championship. We trying to win this playoff series. What were you doing? I'm just saying, man. Like, come on, dog. We gotta stop. But that's what I want to do. I want to tell stories. Get some real, because I'm a basketball head. So I know how to ask players questions, because I even still play, even though I'm not in the league, but I'm always thinking about it from a basketball perspective. This is why the opposing team love to call the show, because on this show, we talk basketball. I'm not just a super nicked out dude. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah, we better than you because this is New York. That's cool. But I'm going to give you stats and facts. Like, when we talk about Jalen Brunson, let's establish the standard. Okay, yeah, there's guys with better regular season stats than Brunson. How about the playoffs, though? Who got the better playoff stats? That's what I want to know. And those are the conversations that we have. But he got a defensive Josh Hart instead of a Josh Hart who would to think. See, I want you to think. So when I'm asking questions, I'm like, okay, I need this person to give me their all. I need them to express things they didn't even think they were going to express. And that's the sign of a good interviewer. I know on the mainstream media, they don't care about that because they just going with what's trendy. Knicks win the championship. So, of course, now the Knicks got to make their media run, but they don't know nothing about basketball. So those aren't the best interviews. But if you want good interviews, you got to come at it from a basketball perspective. Salute to my man, Kev. We have the best team, and the Knicks will repeat. Russ and Cat toughness, depth, championship confidence. This team knows exactly what it takes now. Championship, let's go New York City. Let me just say this. I co-sign everything you just said. The mentality and the toughness and the grit. These guys, man, they're the perfect New York City players because they don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, we hear you saying we trash and McCallum needs to go to the bench and Josh Hart, but it ain't gonna stop me from doing my job. They have the mental fortitude to get it done. And, you know, the team knows exactly what it takes. I agree with everything you said, Kev. I mean, in my opinion, you brought up an intangible that it will be the key recipe for the repeat. because I don't think a lot of teams had the mental toughness for the repeat, and you have players just falling by the wayside, not just with injuries, but just in their games. Like Chet Holmgren, a lot of y'all said he was scared of Wemby, right? And Chet was the key to that series because Chet had to try to neutralize Wemby, and he could never do it. That's why they couldn't win. It is what it is. We'll see what happens this year. But the Knicks have what it takes. And we got Leon Rose isn't done, y'all. All these teams made their moves. They all made their moves. Now Leon could come with a power move, boom, that they can't even counter. Just saying, I don't know what that move is going to be, but it could be something special. Smash that like button, though, y'all. Let's continue to get the likes up. Very important to the YouTube algorithm. I wasn't sure if I'll come back tonight, but I might. I got to see what that KD situation looking like. Let's continue to smash that like button. Once again, very important to the algorithm. All right, let me get back to the phone lines. Got a couple of people there. Spoke to D. Got my man Rodney. Let me get my man Rodney. Bronx to ATL.
Yo, what's up, Karan?
What's going on, Rodney, man? Everything is good, man. Hopefully you having a good day. I'm pretty sure the ATL is probably nice down there, right?
Yeah, it's beautiful. Hey, this is the best time of year down here because we going into the fall. I'm a fall baby, bro. I don't like all this hot weather. I can't wait till the fall kicks in.
And you know the good thing about fall, right? Basketball returns. But what's good though?
Exactly.
Let's go.
Exactly. So, yo, I want to say this about Bob Myers, right?
Let's go.
You know, everybody is not scared of the Knicks until they lose. You know that? San Antonio, they said it all series long.
Right.
How they not scared of us, how they better than us, and then they lost.
Got cooked.
They got cooked. You know what I'm saying? And as far as everybody crowning Philadelphia,
right?
Y'all can have a crown. We the champions.
Right. You could have the regular season crown. Yo, Rodney, I want them to win 65 games, Rodney. I'm telling you, I want them to win 65 games. So when we kill them in the playoffs, there's no excuses.
You know, and I still think that there's a handful of teams, even though everybody putting Philly second. Philly they not there, bro. They're not there. I put Indiana ahead of them. You know what I'm saying? I put shit. Oh man, I'm sorry.
Watch the language.
I'm sorry, bro. You know what? It just slipped out.
It's cool. It's cool.
Even the Hawks. I think the Hawks are better than them.
Hawks got a little squad, and they got good defenders.
Yeah, exactly, and they can defend. You know, so I ain't worried about Philly. You know what I'm saying? Philly got to get through everybody else before they could talk about us.
Exactly.
You know?
Even though I got them as number 2, I'm not acting like it's a guarantee they're going to be there. Like the way these people are like, oh my God, Philly. And what about Philly? I'm like, relax. Like they ain't do nothing yet. Like every question it's, oh, is Philly a threat with the Knicks? Like, come on. Like this weird questions, bro.
You know what? They better be scared of Washington.
I wouldn't be surprised if Washington and the Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals. I wouldn't be surprised.
They better be scared of Washington because them boys got a roster down there, bro.
All they need is health, and they a threat.
Yep.
That's the only thing holding them back is health.
Yep. That's it. That's it. Now, Now my last question is yo, how can I get those sneakers,
10
bro?
seconds.
Man, you a subscriber. Just make sure you tune in, my bro. Hey, that's a good question. Hey, I like that question, though. That's the best question of the day right there. All you got to do is subscribe.
Those sneakers is hot.
Listen, you got to subscribe, hit the bell icon so you won't miss those notifications, and make sure you're on every live show.
Yeah, but
you
it's
be in
hard
it to win it.
Ron, it's hard for me to be on every because sometimes it conflicts with my work schedule. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. Listen, man, you got to at least have a browser running. I know you at work, just have it running. Hold on, let me see if those kicks are being given away today. Because I'm telling you, you don't know when it's coming.
Man, they fly, bro. And I like that new the new logo you got. It's fire, bro.
Oh yeah, let me put that back. Yeah, man. Hey, yo, Rodney, you doing great with the plugs, man. Do you work for the Objective Fan? You're doing a really good job with the plugs, my brother. I'm gonna show them to the people that join.
This is the show, bro. You know what? I watch you like I watch ESPN.
Oh, that's fire. That's fire.
So you know what I'm saying? You up there, bro.
Thank you, family.
So you know what I'm saying? Salute. Hopefully you'll be back tonight, and I got something to watch tonight. But until then, my brother, stay up.
Definitely. You too.
All right.
By the way, this is what he was talking about, man. I appreciate the plug because I wanted to go right back to the mug. We just dropped this today, the Objective Fan white mug. All right. We got the t-shirt coming as well. All right. Just waiting for the samples on that. But yeah, this is the mug, man. Go to the all you got to do to get this and check out all the merch that we have is you go to the link tree, the same link that's in the chat. It'll take you right here. All right. And we got different types of stuff. We got the Captain 11. We got the Bodega Cat. This is the Bodega Cat collection. You feel me? Got the t-shirt. All right. This is my favorite. We also got the hoodies because it's fall time now. So we go get yourself a hoodie. You got it in the charcoal, the natural color, and the black. All right. You feel me? So all you got to do is hit that link tree to go get you, a hoodie, a t-shirt, whatever it is you want. We got mugs as well. Man, and you know what? I was just talking to Back. She was like, yo, you know what? She tell him to go get the mug, the hoodie, and the 82 nights to complete the bundle, man. The Objective Fan bundle, man. Because we also got the 82 nights as well. Wow, the New York edition. All you got to do is hit the link tree, man. Pre-orders now. I just finished putting the sketch. Boy, I tell you, I do everything. By the way, this whole thing, I did everything that's in here. I did this myself. All right. All the designs inside, everything. No AI, none of that. Because when you're printing material, you can't use AI. It's not going to come out right. So you got to do it yourself. I paid some designers, weak as hell. And I said, you know what? I'm going to do it myself. But yeah, salute to my man Rodney on the plug. By the way, Rodney also won the Pick'ems challenge that we do and during the playoffs. I think he won the conference finals. And then my man V-Dash won the finals. Matter of fact, V-Dash, I got you, V-Dash. If you're listening, I got you, my brother. All right. What's we got? Okay, I got my man Trey from Queens. I miss your call, doing callbacks. And continue smashing that like button. Very important.
V-Dash, I got you, V.
Yo.
What's good, Trey?
Karam, my boy, what's happening, brother?
We in the building, man.
For sure, man. I stepped away from the live for a minute, but I still remember I had a few things on my mind. What did Brad Stevens, you said Brad Stevens said that he ain't scared of the Knicks, like he was talking, he was feeling himself? Or
my bad. It wasn't Brad Stevens, it's Bob Myers. My fault. I'm by myself today. I don't got Mad Max, the super producer. It's Bob Myers was talking about how they didn't do the Brown trade because they lost to the Knicks. So yeah.
Okay. Because I was about to say, like, Brad, listen, brother, y'all just made one of the dumbest moves ever. Paul George is your 1A or 1B right now. Leave us alone, brother. Your 1A is Paul George.
Yeah, not him. He can't really say much.
I was almost triggered, but I said, let me, now your boy, Kuminga, he went to the Wolves?
Yes, he did. Yeah, instead of the Lakers.
that was one of the best moves that he could have made, because even though Luka is a great passer, he he's gonna dominate the ball more than LaMelo, and LaMelo gonna have that offense free flowing, and that's where Kuminga, can prosper, because he can't really set himself up. He can, but he doesn't have moves where he could just get his own bucket. But when he has a free flowing offense with a point guard who's masterful with the passes, so that means that they're gonna be running up and down, and now Kuminga can be his best self. With him and Edwards, really, defense really keying in on them. He could just, that's good for him. Because after the way the Warriors did him, he deserves at least, he deserves at least a little career.
Right.
So
opportunity to play.
Yeah, for sure. I'm happy for that young man. My homegirl Chosen and Loving It in the chat, she said that she saw a video of Ben Simmons and he was looking so good that she wouldn't mind giving him a non-guaranteed, nothing. Just get on the team, and if you could get some minutes. I said, you know what? I just don't want losers around my championship organization.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't even want him in my facility. I don't even want Pacome Daddy ain't there. So I don't want I don't even want I don't want Ben. I don't want Pacome Diet. Like Diarra, you on the clock, brother. I did not like what I seen, in that preseason. But I wanted to say this. There was a caller who had a great point a few calls ago. He said, Philly could have LeBron, and everybody could, be scrambling and trying to get as much talent and as much names on their roster as possible. But the one thing y'all don't have is a battle-tested, confident, cohesive group. All three of those is us, and remember, like in them finals, bro, we was down 30 a few games. We was down 30, like 25, 28, 30. And, we just kept coming back and winning. So that shows we're on a different level. Like, especially like we just did it. So everybody's confidence through the roof. Get the names, but we got the game, and we getting them rings. So y'all could be the Kings. What they said, the Phillies, the regular season king, or y'all the
regular season champions. Yeah.
Yeah. But we have a ring ceremony coming up. So, we'll leave it there. I'll holler at you, my boy. And you see, I ain't cursed, because my girl Cleo was like, Trey, don't even call up there, because you're gonna get yourself banned. But I did all of that.
This is not the first time you didn't curse.
Thank you. Thank you.
I wasn't worried about it. Trey know how to talk. Trey know how to keep it clean. Yeah.
Even when I'm loaded.
100%.
Yo, man,
I
appreciate you.
That,
and best wishes. Keep winning.
Thank you, man. All right. Hey, see, look, let this be an example, because some of y'all, now that I think of it, hold on, let me look in the chat. Because I didn't look at the chat in a minute. Let me see, hold on. Did people think that he... But you see who got the warning. It wasn't Trey. It was my man Rodney. Right? So let that be an example of how you think it's going to go. It don't go that way. Like, you got to give people an opportunity. I'm from Brooklyn. That's what we do. You got to give opportunities. We were given opportunities. So you can't just be like, this guy, he ain't, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, who would have thought that? Keep it real to y'all in the chat. Yeah, man, my man Trey know how to keep it clean. You feel me? I was not concerned about Trey at all. Get my girl Angie on the line. Let me look in the chat to see what they talking about. What's good, Angie?
Hey, what's going on, Karan?
Okay, also known as Chosen and Loving It. To make the connection.
Yeah. Hey, I had to call in. I first want to salute my boy Trey, because I was rooting for him. I said I believe Trey can be disciplined, and he smashed it.
Yep, 100%. Yeah, I wasn't concerned because he's done it before.
Okay.
It's not the first time I've seen him do it, but yeah.
All right. I just wanted to chime in. I mean, Trey brought it up, so I was gonna call in anyway. But I was just looking at a video of Ben Simmons, and let me say this with a caveat. To everybody in the chat, I am not saying go give him a two-way, go give him a contract. I'm not saying that. I'm saying he did a workout yesterday in front of a bunch of NBA scouts, and there's a couple of teams that's looking potentially to sign on. One at the top of the list is Sacramento. They pick up everybody. But anyway,
yeah,
just looking at them, I'm just thinking of Exhibit 10. And this is what I'm saying. And I'm going to kind of put the mirror back in front of us. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's he shrunk in Philly, and we keep bringing up his past. But hey, we all got a past. We all have made, whatever that is in our journey. So my thing is, give the kid a chance. Give him a second chance, like we all want a second chance. And all we doing is saying, come to the camp. If you don't look like nothing in camp, if you can't beat Dottie out, right? If you can't beat the bottom part of our roster out, then, thank you, but no thank you. But, just looking at him, one, he's definitely in shape. Number two, he is 6'10". Number three, he is a point guard. I didn't name three things already that Dottie don't give us, right?
There you go.
So that's what I'm saying. He come on the Knicks. This is a safe place for him. We don't need him. He will be number 9 at the best. He'll be 9-10. And so what I'm saying is, give the kid a chance to redeem himself. We're saying come to a tryout. That's all we basically saying. We're not putting no chips in the table. But guess what? What if this kid is in a season where redemption is going to happen? Wouldn't that be a great story? Wouldn't that be a great story?
What if he's the Leon Rose splash?
Right. It would be the splash for him. And so I don't want to sleep on it. Because I looked at the video and I put the link in the chat, the video of his workout yesterday. Hey, I'll give him, that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying give him no guaranteed nothing, but just give this kid an opportunity to redeem himself. He's been off a few years. His body looks exceptional. He looks
he looked good. Yeah, he looked good. In the video I saw too. So, it wasn't the same, probably wasn't the same one you were looking at, but he looked good.
Yeah. So that's all I'm saying. And so that could, again, I think you hit it where I was going, Karan. That could be Leon's. That could be his secret splash that no one sees coming. So just wanted to chime in on that. Yeah.
You never know. Don't judge a book, man. Give him an opportunity. There could be a redemption.
Yeah, we all want a second opportunity. Let's look back in our life and imagine that, people say, no, don't even put your application in. Because I remember you was a knucklehead when you was 19, 20 years old, and it's all on your record, So same thing. Give the kid an opportunity.
You just never know.
Yeah.
Great call, though, Angie. I appreciate you.
Okay, be good. Smash those likes.
Definitely.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. Hey, she was cooking, man. Listen, I'm the objective fan, so I don't have access to grind. That's one thing about me. Not to players, at least. I mean, like I said, I go after the teams. I don't like the Pacers, y'all know that. I don't like the Pacers. I don't like the Celtics, right? There's just teams that I just don't like. But players, I have no vendetta against players. I'm sorry. Players come and go. And you just never know when that player may be on your team. And I support everybody who's a Knick. Period. Whether it was Frank Ntilikina. The only pushback I had with Frank was I just felt like the Frank fans were just too delusional. But besides that, I always wanted Frank to play well. I wanted everybody to play well. Mitchell Robinson, you go down the list. It didn't matter who it was. If you on the Knicks, I rock with you. So if Ben Simmons is the move, I'm willing to give him an opportunity. But if it's not working out, I'm going to tell you that it's not working out. You know what I'm saying? But if it's going good, I'm going to be like, man, Leon Rose made the steal of the offseason. But what if Ben Simmons is the splash? What if he's the splash? I might ask that question tonight just to trigger some people tonight. It's Ben Simmons, Leon Rose's offseason splash. Let me just continue smashing that like button, man. I was trying to give away some memberships, man. It's Ben Simmons, Leon Rose's splash. Yeah. We do a show tonight. We'll talk about that. Salute to the chat, though, man. I appreciate y'all, man. How many of you guys, keep it real, how many of you guys are waiting on the OG Ananobies? You trying to see if we giving you sly devils. You here for the OGs. Well, I'm going to tell you, not today, but you just never know. Could be the next show. make sure you guys tap in because we are giving away a pair of the OG Anunoby SKX Reigns. All right. I'm not sure if he's the only one to wear these sneakers because I think that he shares this with like a couple of other athletes. I'm not the biggest sneaker guy, so I don't really know all the politics behind the shoes. Maybe y'all know, but we will be giving away these pair, right? All you have to do is tap into the shows, man. Tap into the shows. So that way you will be able to win the prize. And, randomly stuff like this come up. My brother J Tap said, yo, man, we trying to give away some OGs. What's up? All right, let's do it, man. OKF Nation. First, I got the best channel members in the world. That's a fact. Wouldn't be nowhere without them. The best supporters ever. Let me tell you something. Since I'm talking about the membership, I might as well talk about it. Listen, man. All you have to do is hit that join button to be officially a part of OKF Nation. We got the 2 tiers, the pluses, the OKF Nation. I mean, for the regular, for the standard OKF Nation package, it comes with a lot, bro. I mean, we got the bracket challenge, we got the fantasy league, we got the Knicks Tape Madness Discord server, we got the members only Sundays, which is a fire show. I mean, we pretended that we were a juror on the Charles Oakley case. We also had a deep discussion about the refs, very deep discussion about the refs. We do this every Sunday. I think the next show might be, what was that we said? I don't remember what was it we said. It was a concept. Dante. I think we might talk about Dante on this episode of Members Only Sunday. But yeah, I mean, and the membership comes with a lot. I got well over 100 members only videos. You get the priority reply comments, and it just comes with a lot. The membership continues to unfold. The Objective Fan Hoops. I got to see when I'm going to be back outside, but when I go hoop, I put it on film, man. Everything is there for you guys to see, and that's just how we get busy with OKF Nation, man. Big time salute to all the channel members. I'm talking with HRM. I'm thinking we're gonna do the fantasy league draft early October. I think that's when we did it last year. I don't remember when we did it last year. I'm trying to get 30 teams. So if you are a channel member that's in the fantasy, sign up. And then also the bracket challenge. I'm thinking for the bracket challenge, maybe September, just to give some space between the league, because to have to go prepare for a draft and then do. So I'm thinking we're gonna start the bracket challenge in September. All right. And what the bracket challenge is us predicting the bracket for both the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference. And then, whoever wins gets a prize. You feel me? So those are some things that we do here at OKF Nation, man. Like I said, I got the best channel members in the world, man. I do appreciate you guys tremendously. Okay, cool. Hold on. I do got a trigger. Trigger! My man Trey wants to talk about Ben Simmons. Come out of here. Continue smashing that like button, though. If you hadn't already. Don't do it if you did it. But if you didn't, then you do it. What's good, Trey?
Yep, you hear me, bro?
I hear you. Can you hear me?
I hear you a little bit. You sound a little muffled. Let me just...
I sound muffled?
All right. Yeah, we good. We back. We
You good? Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right, now...
So where you want to go? You said Ben.
I mean, look, I can't lie. When a woman makes a point, I don't hate because she's a woman. She has a point. Mm-hmm. She's saying like, yo, look, it don't cost us nothing. And what if this loser gets around us some winning pimping, What if he gets around us, and what if he just just plays hard basketball? Plus, we do need a 4. I don't trust Diawara. Pacome Daddy 8. He ain't gonna do nothing. So she kind of has a damn good point. Like, yo, what do we lose? And what if he's just ready to play ball, not shoot threes and hit threes? We're not expecting that. Facilitation, defense, rebounding, some good key passes. And, I kind of want to, so even though, you know, I did just have some harsh words against Ben, you know what I'm saying? I can't even front. Angie was spot on. Now, if we got to lose a roster spot to somebody we want to keep, or, you know, we got to pay that man. Yeah, now that's different. If he, so, you know what? And she's right, because the Kings do sign everybody. The Kings give everybody a chance. Yeah. Like, yo, we might have, and guess what, though? With the defense, if he still could play defense, which I think he still can, bro, late in the game, we got Ben with Bridges, with OG, and Hart, or just at times in spurts, when we just got some of those people, it gets real suffocating out there for that offense.
100%.
Yeah, man. 100%. So, yeah, Angie, hey, when you're right, you're right. It don't cost us nothing. Instead of just crapping on the man, why not give him a shot? You know what I'm saying? A few $1,000s, we might get triple on our investment. You know, why not, man? Why not, my nigga?
Right.
And word ain't bad. All right. You know what? Let's just end it here. We had a good 2 calls.
No doubt, Trey.
Clean. I'll holler at you, bro.
Big time salute, Trey. Hey, you know what? That's what it's about, though. I'm glad Trey called back, because it's not that I want you to change your mind. You know, I'm not in the change your mind business, you know. But I want you to be able to hear information and be able to then say, you know what? That makes sense. That's all I want. Like, I'm trying my hardest, because I was anti-Ben Simmons. You know, it's hard. But what's good, Steven? Yonkers in the building.
How are you?
Hey, we having an interesting conversation on this semi-rainy day. I don't think it's raining no more, but it was crazy. But what's up, man? Where you want to go?
Same thing. Ben Simmons. That's this whole Ben Simmons conversation. Remember, I think it was probably maybe the second time I ever called you. The first thing I told you is Leon Rose is going to wait for the complete last minute to fill up that roster spot. Now it's going to be two things. It's either going to be 2 things. One, it's either going to be some type of trade, probably Deuce, who knows, or he's just going to fill it in with whoever wins it in training camp. If he wins it with whoever wins it in training camp, then a trade is probably coming by deadline. So, we're all talking about, who's going to be the last roster spot. It's going to be somebody we are not even thinking of. It's like the same thing with the draft. Like the draft always goes useless because it's always somebody that we never think of. Right. So, that's how it's going to be. But yes, good points with Ben Simmons. I feel like we had the same go around last year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes,
give Ben Simmons the last roster spot. And again, listen, he checks all the boxes. He does. But I don't think I think we're looking in the wrong spots. Honestly, I don't think I don't think Leon's gonna go there. Honestly.
Yeah, I think, like you said, it's gonna be something that no one has thought of.
Yeah.
And he's gonna, because look, we already got a really good team, right? So what more do you really need besides some probably help on the bench?
Yeah, exactly. And even it was funny because I was even hearing what was it? You know how Cam Whitmore is on who did he go? He went to
He's with Cleveland. They gotta
buy him
out.
Yeah, and they're about to cut him and they're gonna stretch him, blah blah blah. So it's gonna be something like that. Something he's just waiting for a specific type of player to come in. I don't even know if it's a center. I personally think we need a center, honestly, but let's see what happens. It has to get to the point. Listen, we won a championship. It has to be to the point where I have complete faith in Leon, because the man knows what he's doing. So
100%. Yeah, way more than what we think we know. He knows. Yeah. And another kid I want to keep our eyes out on is the Reese kid, Angel Reese's brother. I would love for him to get an invite or a 2-way or something. That man is a monster on the glass.
And again, just reminding everybody, remember the cat trade that came out of nowhere,
Nowhere.
So, cat trade came out of nowhere. A lot of trades came out of nowhere. So
a lot of trade.
Yeah, that's it.
Josh Hart, OG.
Yeah, Josh Hart with Cam Reddish when we traded him out. The OG one was super random. I remember I was in Puerto Rico when I heard that. And I would have never thought that they were guys with an argument.
Never. Especially because we sued them, remember?
We were in that league. Yeah, exactly. We were in that legal battle. I remember that.
Right.
I remember that.
So, yeah, no way. You're 100% spot on, Steve. Oh, by the way, you know, I've been hooping in Yonkers, man.
Oh, man.
I'm good, though. Look, I didn't break my hand. I've been out there like a dozen times. I'm good.
That's good, man. It's good. Unfortunately, I would love to go play, but I haven't played in such a long time. I probably like break an ankle, my own ankle, trying to play well. So
just start out getting some shots up. If you got free time, just get some shots up. Work your way into it. Yeah, don't go too hard.
Yeah. No, I got it. You know, I'm like everybody always complained about because I'm that type of big man that just goes back and shoots threes. So.
Hey, that's the game, man. That's the game.
Listen, I was ahead of my time, man. I would always go back and shoot threes. Everybody's like, go down low, be rugged. I'm like, I don't feel like getting hurt today. You know, just pick up.
Yeah. And but look, the way you play today, everyone's shooting threes. The super big guy, he's out there. Everybody. So you were ahead of your time, man. But thank you, Steve.
I was gonna say one random point that I just thought of right now. It's funny how like we gotta give it up to video games on how like the game is played right now. Because think about it, like back in the day when you used to play the old lives on the Genesis and even like the N64 and PlayStation, what would you do? Two things: you'll dunk and you'll shoot 3-pointers, and that's exactly what's happening now. You know, so
all day.
Nobody shoots middies. Nobody shoots middies in games. So
nope, 100%.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Thank you for taking my call, man.
All right, salute. It's my brother Steve from around the way. Yonkers in the building. I actually met him at the parade too. Salute to everybody who I seen at the parade, man. Yeah, we had a good time. Trying to think. There was something else I wanted to bring up. Did I cover all the points? Yeah, I played the Josh Hart. I played the Josh Hart audio. Yeah. Once again, my bad. It wasn't Brad Stevens. It was Bob Myers. We were giving the smoke to today. Look, man, I may come back tonight. Not 100% sure. I got to see what, got to talk with Max, the super producer. We'll see what we do. But until next time, as always, let's go Knicks.